Ou bien bonsoir, que ce soit en live ou en diffusion, je vous souhaite la bienvenue. Je suis Croco Gamer et nous voici sur Tales of Arise Ultimate Edition. Nous reprenons notre chemin vers Saar. Mahag Saar, voilà. Mahag Saar. Je crois qu'elle est un peu à bout de force.
Let's stop for a minute.
What's up? You already tired?
My armor's pretty heavy. I think I need a little rest.
I second that. All of this walking is starting to take its toll on me as well.
What? You don't look it.
We can't spare the time. There's places we need to be. Mahag Saar's capital, Niez, is our destination right now.
But if one of us collapses, it will only serve to slow us down. And in your case, Alphen is the only one who could carry you. Best to rest while you have the opportunity.
Enough already. I need a break, so we're taking one.
I don't need you fretting over me.
Fretting? Hey, it's not like I'm...
Elle arrive enfin à comprendre quelques petits trucs, on dirait.
Been looking for you.
For me, why?
He's tough.
Who are you? You said you were looking for me. Why?
Beautiful, precious life.
What the...
That is all I desire.
Then why are we
Épéiste mystérieux.
fighting? Who even are you? Now! Let's reel it!
Take him down!
Pierce through!
Take this. Bestow thy mystic mercy. Enjoy.
Talon Hurricane! Who the hell are you? Bastard!
Est-ce qu'il va devenir un allié? Les
You mean he even surpasses a
personnages
lord?
humains qu'on a combattus jusqu'à présent, qui avaient une telle vie, sont devenus des alliés. Donc peut-être que ce mec louche va devenir un allié. Même si ça m'étonnerait un peu parce que jusqu'à présent, les alliés sont ceux qui sont devenus un allié. Non mais ils vont arrêter de tous crier en même temps là. Ceux qui sont devenus des alliés suite à un combat avaient leur nom déjà d'affiché.
Show me your strength. In a bind?
Rising!
Elle a bien rebondi, hein, Larry Noël. Bizarrement, ça me dérange pas trop qu'elle s'en prenne plein la face. Ah ouais, carrément de bâtard. Je veux carrément découper un hibou. Ah, lui, c'est pas un gentil.
Is that all that you've got? Very well. Then die. wretch like you.
Eh bah, elle s'est sacrément bien fait embrocher.
Till next time.
Shion, wake up, please.
Alphen?
Shion.
Thanks, but you're kinda crushing me.
Sorry.
It's okay. And so am I.
Heureusement qu'elle peut s'auto-soigner, hein. C'est pas comme dans certains jeux où les healers ne peuvent pas s'auto-soigner.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Not bad. That's... Shion, we thought
I'm
you were...
fine. Really.
What the hell were you thinking?
Well, you were trying to protect me too, you know.
Yeah, but I have the sword. It's different.
It's not different. Besides, Never mind. It's nothing. Anyway, thank you.
But I didn't... Look, I'm just glad that you're...
Alphen?
Sorry.
That guy said he'd be back. I think maybe we should get moving before he returns, right?
Rinwell has a good point. We need to go. Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Shion, are you sure you're okay?
Yeah, I already applied some healing arts to
On
it.
s'est bien fait botter
Didn't
les
even leave a
fesses.
scar.
But his sword went nearly straight through you.
I'm all right. Unless I've turned into some kind of ghost and I'm haunting you all right now.
No, I know you're not. It's just...
Look, I appreciate you looking out for me, but I'm fine. Really.
There was also that strange light that appeared when Shion was stabbed. It seemed to make the enemy retreat when he saw it. Alphen, do you have any idea what it might have been?
A light?
Ça ne venait pas du tout de
I don't
Shion,
know.
hein.
I was kind of preoccupied with other things at the time.
Now that I think of it, between that light and the blazing sword, just what sort of person are you, Alphen? Can you use Danon astral arts like Rinwell, perhaps?
He wouldn't know, Dohalim. He doesn't have any memories from his past, remember? Besides, we should really be getting out of here.
I suppose you're right. Forgive me. We've almost reached Nias, the capital of Mahag Saar. With any luck, we'll find a place there for Shion to rest. Hey.
Pas de pierre, rien à ramasser.
How are you holding up after that last fight? You're not too hurt, are you?
I'm fine, really. See for yourself.
If things get too tough out there, go ahead and fall back. I can take a beating if I need to.
I'm not here just to stand around and have everyone protect me.
I get that, but there's nothing wrong with admitting you have weaknesses too.
Do I look like I'm just trying to put on a brave face to you?
I can't feel pain, but you still can, can't you?
Look, I appreciate you're trying to look out for me, but even you go down in fights from time to time. Please, stop trying to babysit me. It's getting old.
It's not that. I just...
Pas d'autres cinématiques? Ouais. On peut avancer. Point de voyage rapide ajouté. On va encore se balader dans des ruines? C'est le seul moyen de passer d'un royaume à un autre ou ça se passe comment? Ah non. Ah ouais, il a l'air très joyeux ce pays, hein.
Are we in the right place? This place looks like a mess.
Yes, this is Niez, the capital of Mahag Saar.
I don't see any signs of people. And the buildings.
Yeah. This doesn't seem like the kind of place people would actually live.
No soldiers, no Danans, not a soul to be seen. Yet look at these facades. This is clearly a Renin district.
Hey, check out that drawing on the castle gate. That's the Darkwing's crest. It's from an old Danan legend about a hero who defeated an evil king with a torch and their trusty owl. That's his crest. I'm sure of it.
Really? First time I'm hearing it. So if someone drew it on the gate...
It must mean the Renans have lost control of the city.
Are you suggesting the Danans rose up and defeated the Lord here? Hard to believe, but not entirely unthinkable, given the evidence.
Let's look around and see if we can find someone. They might be able to tell us what happened. This is horrible.
Is there truly no...
All of these ruins look like they were made pretty recently.
But if that's the case, then where do you think the people that used to live here went off to? There must have been Danans and Renans, right?
That's a good question. Even if the Danans rebelled and managed to overthrow the Renans here, there should still be some people around.
This debris. Do you think it could be the work of Renan astral arts?
Perhaps, but the appearance of these ruins is rather uniform, which leads me to believe otherwise.
Hey, Rinwell. That story you told us about the Dark Wings. It said that the evil king was vanquished with a holy flame, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Then there might be some truth to that old story after all. It looks like all the rubble here had been scarred by flames.
Let's not jump to any conclusions just yet. If we can find someone around here, we might be able to get them to tell us what happened. Dohalim, you forgot to take care of the fire yesterday.
What do you mean, take care of? Ah, yes. You meant to put it out?
Yep. If it stays lit, we could end up in real trouble real fast.
I see. I apologize for not realizing that. I shall be more careful in the future.
The way he's talking, it's like the thought of putting it out himself never even occurred to him.
Moving on, Dohalim, I should mention that the clasp for your cape is about to come undone.
Oh yes, I tried to fix that myself, but it simply refused to cooperate with me.
I can't believe I'm hearing this. Are you telling me Renans can't even dress themselves?
Lords like Dohalim have attendants that take care of just about everything they need, so I'm not surprised he sometimes struggles with the basics.
Even by those standards, you've got to admit this is still a little extreme.
Shion has got a point. I mean, you don't see Renans like her needing so much help to get stuff done.
In my case, circumstances forced me to learn how to be independent. Even so, I still think Dohalim could afford to pick up a few more self-sufficient skills.
Well, specifically speaking, what would you suggest that I learn?
For starters, I think it'd be good for you to learn how to dress. And put on shoes. How to comb your hair is equally important, and learning to manage your possessions better. And then from there...
She sounds like his mom rattling all that off.
Oh, and another thing. About your owl, Rinwell.
What is it?
When he starts to molt, would you be willing to give me his old feathers? I think I could find a use for them.
What do you intend to do with those?
Well, recently, I haven't been sleeping well. However, I hear pillows made from owl feathers are very comfortable and wish to make one.
This is why I hate you, Renans!
Did I say something offensive?
Next time, put your own needs aside for a second and think about how someone might react first. Then consider if it's worth asking at all.
Il a demandé quand le hibou va muer, donc je vois pas en quoi elle s'excite. Y a rien de mal. Il lui demande pas de le déplumer. C'est chelou. Ah, il est là. Une rose rouge. Tu me laisses marcher?
Maybe something's going on in the forest.
C'est verrouillé.
What are those out in the valley? Windmills? They're huge.
They're most likely used to harvest wind astral energy, so they have to be big.
All of you, stop right there! Don't move!
They have us surrounded.
Who are you? Where did you come from?
You first! Show yourself!
I'm the one asking the questions here. Don't try anything funny. One wrong move, and I guarantee we'll blow you away.
What are you...
My name is Alphen. I came here from Calaglia.
Alphen? The wielder of the blazing sword?
Getting pretty famous, isn't he?
Here is my proof. Will that suffice? Or do I have to burn down one of those houses to make my point?
No need.
C'est quand même des paroles de méchants, ça. Hein.
I'm Beifong, of the Darkwings. Sorry for threatening to blow you away. We're still hunting down the remnants of the enemy forces, so everyone's more than a bit on edge right now. Please forgive me.
Remaining? Wait, you mean you already took down the Lord of this realm?
That's right. We took her weapons and turned them right back on her.
Are you the Danon leader here in Niez?
Nah, I'm just one of the commanders. Deadeye's the one who runs the show. I'd be happy to take you to him. Just one problem. The Renans. Seems the rumors you were running with them were true. You do understand, right? I mean, we only just liberated the city from their kind. Everyone's short on trust. And for good reason. Especially Deadeye. I think it'd be best if those two waited outside.
Not going to happen.
I don't think it's a good idea for us to split up. It's too dangerous.
Then it's on your head, friend. Our base is that way.
You could have left me behind, you know.
This isn't just about you, Dohalim.
Ah, yes.
Et c'est aussi le fait de montrer l'unité danienne-rénienne. Donc nous séparer juste à cause d'une petite menace ne serait pas très productif. Ah, un petit coffre.
So you're Elfin, are ya? Thought you'd be bigger. Huh. Guess the armor beefs you up a bit.
Il a l'air de se comporter comme un connard arrogant.
You've got a lot of people talking, you know. But in this town, I call the shots.
Ouais, en gros, ils ont l'air d'avoir changé un tyran pour un autre.
Those other lords must have been real pushovers, huh?
Seriously? Are you this rude to everyone you meet?
Don't interrupt me, you brat. Didn't your parents teach you any manners?
Why, you?
So you're the one who took down the lord of this realm, huh? How'd you pull that off?
We just swiped the Renan's explosives. And then we blasted them all to hell and back.
Explosives? That's a pretty bold approach. But how'd you manage to avoid hurting your own people?
I didn't, that's how. But the chance to take out a lord was worth the sacrifice.
And the lord? What did this sacrifice earn you?
Unfortunately, we couldn't manage to finish her off. But now we've really got the girl on the run.
She ran? A lord?
Yeah, the lady was just a coward. She had a whole lot more bark than bite, that's for sure. She's probably hiding off in a hole somewhere. But not for long. We'll find her and drag her right back into town. Then she'll get what's coming to her.
I wouldn't be so sure. She may run, but she'll never go quietly.
Shut up, Bright Eyes! I would have run you through already if you weren't with the blazing sword here.
The whole reason you're fighting is to free the Danans in this realm, is it not? If so,
Shut your
then...
mouth, witch, that's enough! If you're really
Sorcière.
fighting for us Danans,
Il y a vraiment des bouffons quand même.
why keep these bastards around? Why haven't you killed them already?
I'm not going to kill these bastards.
Oh. Is that the case, huh? Then tell me the point of this show.
They're my friends.
Friends? Renans are Renans. They're the scum-sucking bastards who've been draining our souls for 300 years now! But you knew that. Maybe it's 'cause you and the little lady are friends and more.
Il l'a bien mérité. Par contre, souffler comme un porc. Souffler comme un porc juste pour un seul coup de poing.
You know that was completely uncalled for.
All of you, get the hell out of my realm.
De mon royaume. Ah ouais, il se prend vraiment pour un tyran et pour un roi.
I call the shots here, and I make the rules. I do, Deadime, leader of the Dark Wings!
Yeah! Deadime! Liberator Deadime! You are the true leader of this realm. We're not afraid of any Bright Eyes.
It's only a matter of time before I throw every last Bright Eye out of this realm!
The Dark Wings! The Dark Wings rule!
Un tyran pour un autre. Vraiment aucune unicité. Est-ce qu'on va devoir tuer un Danien pour pouvoir libérer le royaume cette fois-ci plutôt qu'un Rhénien?
You should have left your Renan pals outside.
You don't agree with him, do you? I could tell by the look on your face in there.
That's how things are with him. He loses his temper, then I step in and calm things down.
Better you than me.
If that's all, I think it's past time we were going.
Look, I just wanted to apologize for what Deadime said in there.
At least somebody's got some manners around here.
He didn't used to be like that. But, well, that's what losing most of your loved ones will do to a man. He may never forgive the Renans.
It's a little ironic how indistinguishable his manner is to that of a lord.
Hey, Bayfon? Deadeye mentioned the Lord is still on the run. Any ideas where she might be?
We looked all over, but found no traces of her. We heard some rumblings about activity in Estaluva Forest, but that's it.
Estaluva, huh?
Wait, you're not going after her, are you? Certainly won't win you any favors with Deadime.
This isn't Deadime's war, and we're certainly not fighting it for him. Besides, it's like Shion said, her type isn't going to go quietly.
Hey, it's your funeral. Don't say I didn't warn you.
We'll be sure to keep you out of it. Before we set out, though, is there anywhere around here we can rest?
Sure. Building at the end of the road, opposite side. It's all yours. We use it as temporary lodging, to house people who don't have a new place to live quite yet.
We're not going to run into any trouble there, are we?
Rumors of a certain fiery sword have spread fast. I doubt anyone will be eager to give you guys problems.
Tant mieux, au moins ça nous sert pour une fois notre réputation.
You're on your own, but good hunting.
Before you go, how come you don't hate the Renans as well?
Oh, believe me, I've got my bone to pick with the Renans. Just not with two of them I've never so much as laid eyes on before.
Ah, la petite Rinwell, elle se rend compte que c'est une connasse raciste. Enfin.
Let's head on over to that lodge. We'll figure out what our next move is there.
I get the feeling Deadeye's signed up to be a rebel, so he could have a roost to rule. Heck, he's no better than a lord. In some ways, he's even worse.
I know. How could he use explosives on his own people?
And yet, despite the toll of his actions, none of the Danans we've seen seem to question his assumed authority in the least. If anything, they may well consider him a hero, which would say a great deal toward how deeply they resented the Renans here.
Still, I don't think this is as simple as saying the good guys won out over the bad ones.
Yeah, I don't either. Deadeye might have managed to drive the Renans out of Niaz, but that doesn't make the way he did it okay. No matter which way you look at it.
A victory that's earned by throwing away the lives of his own people? No, that isn't a victory at all. I can understand that the Danans here are standing up against their oppression, but that doesn't mean they have to humiliate all Renans just to settle the score.
I'm perfectly able to stand up for myself, Alphen. Besides, I'm used to it by...
But you shouldn't have to be, Shion. It's just... What I mean to say is, when you've been a slave for so long, it's easy to accept that's how it should be because it's all you've ever known. Constantly being belittled is no different. I don't think that's fair. For me or for you.
I just don't know, man.
Don't know what?
Deadeye managed to drive out a real live Renan lord. That's incredible. And he seems to have a lot of supporters surrounding him too. But he's got an attitude worse than any angry Zoogle. Plus, Niaz is in utter ruins. I don't have a clue what his game is.
The Renans are powerful. And because of that, it takes a strong leader to have any hope of toppling them. However, when you take down one dictator only to replace them with another, ultimately it's just business as usual.
If it'd been Zephyr instead of Deadeye, I don't think things would have turned out like this.
Rinwell.
Yeah, I think so too. Zephyr did things differently top to bottom. He's not the kind of person who would have forced his own views or decisions on other people. When you do that, you're ruling over others, not leading them.
To be honest, I don't know what I would have wanted my dad to do if he was in that position.
Law.
The whole thing feels weird in a way. It's a weird kind of feeling, but at the same time, part of me also feels happy. Deadeye and my dad are two very different men. For now, I'm content knowing that.
Eh bah, il y en a des
The city
mini-cinématiques.
is liberated, and yet the air still hums with fear and anxiety. It reminds me all too well of how Vicente once was.
Hums? You mean like music?
Yeah, none of this sounds like music to my ears. In fact, I've never seen any Danans with musical instruments in my life.
You don't need instruments to play music. It can emerge naturally from the sounds of people going about their day and the hustle and bustle of life.
You seem to care a lot about music, Dohalim. I didn't know that about you.
Have I not mentioned it? Before I was a candidate for the lordship, I had my heart set on the life of a musician.
You? A musician?
Indeed, music enriches the world around us. I trained day and night to hone my art. Words could not describe my bliss, as my notes carried with them the sights and sounds of nature, the ebb and flow of time, and the thoughts of people on the wind.
Dohalim.
Il divague un peu.
My loquaciousness can get the best of me at times.
Don't apologize. It's interesting hearing what Renan culture is like.
Even though the Renans destroyed all of our arts and culture.
Personally, I was interested in the music of Dana as well. The fact that generations of lords deemed music to be of no use to their slaves and outright forbade the ownership of instruments is lamentable. Not that my words can undo the damage already done.
La petite connasse raciste qui s'est toujours pas remis en question. Une quête? Qu'est-ce que tu me veux, toi? Pourquoi les gens sont-ils aussi lâches? Si on ne résout pas rapidement ce problème, les choses ne changeront jamais. Qu'est-ce qui vous met dans tous vos états comme ça? Les ogles, évidemment. Une espèce plutôt répandue, pour être plus précis. On dit qu'il s'agit de l'espèce favorite du Seigneur. Donc les gens sont paniqués à l'idée de s'en approcher. Ça peut aisément se comprendre. Si vous voulez mon avis, si vous voulez qu'on s'en débarrasse, on est mieux placé pour le faire. Oh là, pas si vite. Je n'ai pas seulement besoin de m'en débarrasser. Si vous pouviez aussi me rapporter tous les morceaux utilisables, vous voudriez qu'on vous rapporte des morceaux de ogles? Pourquoi faire? Vous construisez quelque chose? Non, j'aimerais les étudier. Oh, il y a parmi les barbares de cette rébellion, il y a un mec intelligent pour les étudier. Ok. Je prouvais que même les ogles les plus effrayants, on trouve des matériaux pour fabriquer des outils, histoire que les gens les chassent. On ne peut pas toujours compter sur les combattants comme vous pour résoudre nos problèmes à notre place, après tout. Donc vous essayez de gagner en autonomie, c'est très louable de votre part. Ces matériaux, est-ce que vous voudriez récupérer... Est-ce que c'est... Ces matériaux que vous voudriez récupérer, est-ce que ça en fait partie? Oh, mais oui, tout à fait. Est-ce que ça vous embêterait de partager ce que vous avez avec moi? 3 muscles semi-humains. Pas du tout. Tenez, servez-vous. Je préfère qu'on les donne à quelqu'un qui en fera bon usage plutôt que qu'on continue à s'encombrer avec. Super, vous êtes d'une générosité sans pareil, vous savez. Maintenant, voyons ce qu'on peut fabriquer avec tout ça. Je suis sûr qu'on va pouvoir en tirer quelque chose d'utile. Merci infiniment. Bon bah, une quête rondement menée. Et on a gagné un poulet rôti. Et une quête de l'autre côté. Genre il y avait absolument personne. Et maintenant qu'on s'est embrouillé avec le chef des ailes noires, ils sont tous sortis. Absolument logique. Ah. Salut toi. Alphen, mi amigo. Vous savez bien que le destin nous amènerait à nous recroiser. Rappelle-moi, vous êtes le type en or, c'est ça? Je suis un troubadour qui raconte à qui veut bien l'entendre l'histoire de ce monde fugace dans lequel nous vivons. On m'appelle la Voix d'Or. Oui, voilà, je me souviens de vous. Nous n'avons pas eu le plaisir de nous rencontrer auparavant, monsieur. Vous pouvez m'appeler Dohalim. Vous vous dites troubadour. Cela sous-entend-il que vous êtes un musicien accompli? Ah, mais certainement. Il n'y a pas une chanson que je n'ai pas chantée. Pas un instrument dont je ne sache jouer. Je vois, eh bien, il se trouve que moi aussi je suis un grand amateur de musique. Vous m'en direz tant. Pourrais-je vous demander de me montrer un petit aperçu de votre talent, cher monsieur? Je sens que ça va être long. Hélas, je ne voyage avec aucun instrument. Mais ce serait fort aise de vous interpréter un court poème en contrepartie. Dans cet océan de feu, j'espionne cet homme mystérieux. Libre comme l'air, il m'émeut. Oh, Dana Mia, votre poème résonne profondément en moi. Vous avez un talent extraordinaire, monsieur, je vous assure. Oh, vous le pensez vraiment? Et comment? Laissez-moi donc vous rendre la politesse. Je ne peux que m'incliner devant un tel talent. Les mots vont me manquer pour briller tout autant. Inutile d'insister, vous êtes le grand gagnant. Oh, oh, vous placez la barre très haute. À mon tour, si vous le voulez bien. Ça suffit, je n'en peux plus. On s'en va de Halim. Tu n'auras qu'à nous rattraper. Attendez, ne partez pas. Vous êtes tous si brillants que j'aimerais vous proposer le défi de l'instrument légendaire. De quoi s'agit-il ? J'ai caché un instrument de musique en attendant le jour où je rencontrais un héritier digne de ce nom. Héritier, il a l'air d'avoir la vingtaine, qu'est-ce qu'il me raconte comme bêtise ? Vous le trouverez à l'endroit décrit ici. Mais attention, seuls les plus futés arriveront à résoudre les énigmes. Alors dites-moi, les élus, allez-vous tenter de résoudre les énigmes et de trouver où est caché l'instrument légendaire ? On va tenter notre chance. Je suis très intrigué par toute cette histoire d'énigmes et d'instruments de musique. Très bien, nous relevons le défi. Excellent, je suis absolument certain que vous vous en sortirez vainqueur. Texte d'or 1, 2, 3. Duo improbable. Improbable, la voix d'or et de Halim, c'était plutôt prévisible.
That's some cryptic text, all right.
It could mean anything. Can't we just look around the area for clues or something?
Hey, maybe these are...
Attends. Ah mince. Je suis clairement allé trop lent.
supposed to be different locations?
Oh, now you're into this too, huh?
Allez. Le but c'était d'aller à l'auberge. Mais je me suis gouré. La voici. Ok. Rien de nouveau. Et toi, je m'en fiche un peu de regarder, hein.
Yeah, there might be someone who could...
Seulement on avait plus de réserve. De quoi est-ce que vous parlez? De nos rations. On est tout le temps à court, on n'en a jamais assez pour être à l'aise. Ce dont on manque le plus, c'est de riz, de pommes de terre, de bœuf et d'épices. On a ce qu'il faut. Si c'est tout ce dont vous avez besoin, on en a un peu. Nous. Ce sera suffisant? Eh bien, quelle générosité. Merci, ça nous aidera énormément. Je n'ai pas grand-chose à vous offrir. En échange, mais je peux vous enseigner la recette secrète de ma famille, si vous voulez. Curry. Oh, ça a l'air cool. Ça a l'air délicieux. J'ai hâte d'essayer. Et ça n'a pas l'air trop compliqué à préparer non plus. Kisare, si c'est aussi simple que tu le dis, ça t'embêterait de me montrer? Sérieusement, tu veux dire que tu commences à t'intéresser à la cuisine et non plus seulement à la nourriture? Qu'est-ce que ça peut te faire? Tout ce que je veux, c'est remettre à sa place une certaine personne qui a osé critiquer ma façon de cuisiner l'autre fois. Haha, d'accord, je vais te montrer, mais je te préviens, ça ne sera peut-être pas facile. Tu te sens d'attaque? À ce point-là? Oui, je crois que je suis prête à en baver. Mais tu me promets que tu ne diras rien à personne, d'accord? Et je serai muette comme une carpe. Mais en échange, il faudrait que tu m'appelles capitaine le temps de l'entraînement. Quoi? Mais d'accord, capitaine. Tu es censé dire oui, capitaine. Oui, capitaine. Voilà, maintenant on peut commencer. Je vois que tu as là un poisson frais. Il sort tout juste de l'eau. Parfait. On va s'en servir. Quoi? Mais il n'y a pas de poisson dans les ingrédients de cette recette. Tu oses discuter les ordres de ta supérieure? Non, chef. Tu es censé dire oui, capitaine. Mais... Elle lui demandait de confirmer qu'elle... contredisait ses ordres. Vive la logique. Afficher la quête en priorité. Oui, et j'ai pas déjà fini cette quête-là. Bien, tu as réuni tous les ingrédients dont nous avons besoin, alors plongeons dans les tranchées culinaires. Oui, capitaine. C'est comme ça que tu tiens un couteau, toi? Ce n'est pas ce que... Qu'est-ce que tu veux faire avec soldat? Danser? Non, bien sûr que... Tu es censé dire oui, capitaine. Oui, capitaine, c'est illogique ce qu'elle dit. Ne te déconcerte pas, augmente le feu, fais-moi bouillir cette eau, pas le temps de niaiser. Oui, capitaine. Voilà, c'est prêt. En effet, pour la saveur et la présentation, je te mets la moyenne. C'est pas mal, mais tu peux faire encore mieux. Tu peux faire encore beaucoup mieux. Il va falloir que tu t'entraînes tous les jours. Est-ce que c'est bien clair? Oui, capitaine. Il va me falloir pas mal d'entraînement avant que ma cuisine ne soit parfaite. Mais un jour, je cuisinerai si bien qu'il en perdra son armure. On sait de qui elle parle déjà.
By the by, Shion, if you don't mind my asking, would you be willing to share what sort of clothes are currently in fashion on Rena sometime?
T'as des trucs intéressants à me vendre? Ah oui, j'ai oublié d'utiliser la fiole joyeuse.
Sure, as long as you call me Captain.
Objet. Voilà.
Sir, yes, sir, Captain Shion.
Ah ouais. Ok, je comprends pour comment on gagne de la chance. Vu que la jauge est à 2, ça permet d'augmenter directement et d'avoir plus de chance, puisque plus le chiffre est haut, plus on a de la chance. Ah, c'est vous l'épée ardente de Caliglia. Vous êtes les bienvenus évidemment, mais ne faites pas de vagues pendant que vous êtes là, compris? Eh ben, on va essayer, hein.
Forget that guy. Right now, we need to discuss how we're going to proceed.
What's there to discuss? Deadeye and his crew have already brought down the Lord here. Just let them finish her off.
I want to go after her.
I second that. I think it's the best thing to do right now. We don't know if the Darkwings have what it takes to beat her. I'm worried what'll happen if we leave her to her own devices.
You make a good point, Rinwell. And maybe I'm just being overconfident, but between us and them, I think we have a better chance at defeating her.
I have to agree. This realm isn't going to be truly safe as long as that Lord is still running around out there. We need to
Elle dit ça devant de Halim,
Fine
le
by
pauvre.
me. But isn't Deadeye just gonna take all the credit once we're done?
Our job is to break down the walls that oppress Dana. What he chooses to build in their place, that's his problem. For now, we'll head to this Estaluva forest Bayfon told us about. Whatever we decide to do, though, we should take some time to rest first. We've barely stopped since Menancia. Where are you going?
Alphen.
You should get some rest. What's got you up at this hour?
Just let me be for a minute, okay? Why don't you go back to the inn?
I will when you do.
Have it your way.
Est-ce qu'elle voulait s'enfuir toute seule ou ça se passe comment?
The Lord's days are numbered. I haven't forgotten our promise. You can trust me, you know. Maybe even lean on me a little. If you want.
And if I say I will you finally give it a rest?
Non.
Yeah, of course. Try to get some rest, okay?
What was all that about?
So we're just going to check things out, right?
Eh bien, nous allons nous arrêter là.
Whatever that forest is called.
Si jamais vous avez apprécié, pensez à liker, commenter et partager. Si ce n'est pas déjà fait, pensez à vous abonner, que ce soit mon Twitter, mon Twitch, mon Discord ou mon YouTube. Ils sont disponibles en description de mes vidéos et de mon profil. Je vous dis à bientôt pour une prochaine vidéo.